Hi my darlings, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name's Chrissy. I'm so pleased you could stop by. I'd love it if you would subscribe before you leave. To my OGs, don't forget to turn your notification bell on so YouTube can tell you every time I upload a new video. I've been away again for ages. I haven't played with any makeup, and so I thought today's the day. I've got a nice little quiet day, and so I thought I'd have a dig into my palettes. So I decided to use the Colourpop Smoke N Roses palette. So if you'd like to know how I got this look, please continue to watch. Darlings, I've just decided I want to pop a bit of makeup on. Has been absolute weeks since I've worn a bit of makeup, so I'm just going to go and prep my skin and stick some eyebrows on and such like that. And I don't know what I'm going to use, but I'm sure we'll be finding out. So if you give us 2 seconds, I will be back with you. Okay, I've put on eye base on. I've put a little bit of hydrating cream under my eyes because they got bags, and I've sort of done a bit of my brows. I've gone back to using a pencil. I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I haven't got much sort of eyelid space, but you know, we can only work with what we've got. Now to find a palette, I'm going to be normal, boring and predictable, and I'm going to go with this Smoke N Roses palette from Colourpop. You know, there's some pinks, there's some berries, there's a few neutrals, there's a black. Whether I'll use that is a different matter, because you know I'm a bit of a nightmare with my black colour because it gets everywhere. I'm using my glasses on and off today, so I think I'm going to go with this neutrally coloured one up the top, and it's called Like Heaven. Oh, it certainly is. Now, I haven't used a Colourpop palette for ages, because we just can't get them very readily. Well, they're not very readily available in the UK. I so wish somebody like Cult Beauty or Beauty Bay would pick them up, because, well, do I? Because I definitely never have no money then, but it would be nice. So I'm just going over just a nice light base. I haven't been buying as much just lately. As I mentioned on my last video, I am TikTok addicted. Not to the videos so much as the shop. The prices on there are ridiculously cheap, and very rarely you pay for postage. What I have found as well is the courier they use, well, the courier that I get is really good. He knows where to leave it if I'm not here or I'm at work or whatever, and he's really good. I'm just going to go from light to dark, adding a little bit as we go. So how is everybody? I am so trying to get back into some kind of routine, so please forgive me for not uploading as often. I'm just sort of all over the place at the moment. Since my mum-in-law passed, we have been so busy doing this, that and the other. So like I say, do excuse me. I'll get there eventually. I'm going to go quite a dark colour in the pinks. I think I'm looking at this beautiful one here. It's like a mid-berry colour, and it's called Angel Eyes. Angel Eyes and Like Heaven. Am I going for some kind of heavenly vibe today? So I'm going to use that, and then I'll sort of lighten it up with one of the lighter pink tones, and then I'll put a deeper pink, deeper berry in the corners. So this one is Angel Eyes. So let me know what you've been doing. Obviously in the UK it's nearly the end of school holidays, so let me know whether you've been coping, how you've been coping, whether they've drove you mad, whether they've been bored. But you know what, at least this year they can actually go out, which is a blessing. Right. Nice colour. You know I was going to pick pink, didn't you? I didn't know myself, but I think you probably knew before I did. I just sort of fell out of love with makeup just lately, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because we've had no time or whether we've got other things on our mind at the moment, but it's about time I got back into it, because I do love my room. I'm sort of just creating a bit of a shape there, and then I shall follow it on later. This is a beautiful colour. I don't know what it's translating like on camera, but it is so pretty. Obviously they're not going to be the same shape because, yeah, can I ever do the same shape? I'll correct it later. Darker colour I'm going to go with in the outer corners, which I will go with this, this guy. It's like a deep purpley berry. It might be a little bit too dark, but I'm sure we all can shear it out. So I'm just putting that on the, You know, Colourpop come out with some amazing things, but they also come out with some crap as well. Them sort of very much on the sort of same scale as Revolution for the releases, but I have noticed Revolution's calmed down a little bit in the last couple of months. There's been a lot of different sort of genres, but they have sort of calmed down. Right at the moment they've got Clueless, which I will send for the palette because it's a Forever Flawless one, and I'll keep that collection going. But I won't be buying the little ones because they look very similar to what I've got already. So I think I'm just going to swatch the shimmers because I need to know what I'm going to use anyway. There's a little bit of fallout, as you can see. I'll clean it up later. It's nothing major. It probably will help if I tap my brush off a little bit more often. So these are the shimmers. They're very nice. I thought that was a shimmer, but I'm not 100% sure it was. So I've sort of wiped that one off. It was like the bottom layer, but I think they're all mattes on there. So there is some really pretty shimmers. You can see they're sort of, you've got like a couple of champagne ones here and some very light pink ones. Then they do sort of go deeper. So I will use a couple. I think I'm going to have to use one of these pinky beautiful ones then. And then I should probably just do a light pink maybe. Because I've done a lot of gold just in the last few times I've done looks. Which hasn't been very often, granted. But I have used quite a bit of lot of sort of gold. I'll try the Faithfully on the centre. It may be a little bit too light. Oh! Oh! Oh, we ain't had that reaction for a while, have we? Oh, I like butter they are. Oh, look. Oh, pretty. That's nice. Like it. So what did I say I was going to go for? Heartbreaker. Let's have a look, see. I'm not sure whether it's going to go on properly with a brush or not. I don't think you can tell that much. This goes sort of into the purple more so than pink. I don't think that's doing anything, but we're having a go. Now, I haven't finished with the mattes. I don't know, I quickly wanted to do those shimmers because I couldn't wait any longer. But I haven't really finished with the mattes and blending out or anything like that. I've done this all the wrong way, you know. I just couldn't wait to have a play with those shimmers. So I'm just going to build everything up, have a modge with it, see if I can get a blend going on, and I will be back with you. Let's just stick some YouTube on while I'm doing it as well, because that's another thing. I haven't even been watching YouTube, which is very, very unlike me. Just adding a little bit more beautifulness just after I've sort of gone over it a little bit and done a little bit more blending. I thought this was going to be too light, but it is so pretty. It reminds me of, it probably looks nothing like it, but it reminds me of the highlighter that I used to use from Sleek. Let me just dig it out. Let's see if I can remember which one it is. Yeah, that's it. Like this one. Oh, you can't see it. This one here. Let's have a look, see if it is the same sort. It's just got a little bit more pink in it, I think, but it's quite similar. I forgot I'd got that. I used to use that all the time. It was one of my favourites. I was just having a little more of a play on this here. Break it up a little bit. It's a little bit stark. Just took that sort of bold line off. All I've been working for, I've just sort of literally just blended out into oblivion. Never mind. Right, okay, so I've got to have some black liner. I've only put a little bit of a wing on. I'll tidy it up later because you know I can never do it straight off. A little bit of mascara because I do want to put some lashes on. I've got two of these chocolate dipped new ones, but what I'll do is I'll use the coconut infused one rather than opening another new one because they only last a certain amount of time, don't they? I'm just going to put this on a very, very light coat. Right, okie dokie. Now I'm gonna go and prep your skin. You can either watch me or you can skip ahead, totally up to you. So I'll be back with you with some base on, ready to have another play, so give us 2 seconds. Where is it? I think I'll go for my L'Oreal Shake and Glow setting spray today. I ain't used anything for ages, as you know. But you know what? I'm actually enjoying myself today. That smells divine. I look like a little doll. I think I've gone a bit ham with the blush, but well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go back to the palette and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour under my eyes and do a little bit of sort of highlighting, brow bone in a corner, you know what I mean. So I'm going to take, where's my little brush? I think I'm going to carry on with the pink underneath. And then I'm just going to add a couple of other colours. So this one is Angel Eyes. I will sort of diffuse it out a bit with a more fluffy brush. Then I think I will take a tiny bit of the darker one that we added in the inner corner just here. Not that it'll make a lot of difference. Just a little bit to brighten the inner part up. That's a nice little bit of a sparkle, isn't it? Now I'm just going to add a little bit more highlight of the shim shim on the front because that's gone a little bit dull. Just in the centre there. That's pretty. Now to find a sort of berry colour lipstick. That's better. That one is the 17 one from Boots in Rose Brown. This one is always a good one. This is the Huda Beauty matte lipstick in Wedding Day. I think I had it out of the glossy box years ago. But it works. It's sort of in keeping with the colours I usually have. So I'm going to see if I can stick some lashes on and I'll be back with everything done. My darlings, that's my finished look for today. I have just had a little play with makeup. It's been months and months since I've literally put any makeup on my face, so it was nice to have something different to do for a change. So my darlings, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. That would be amazing. And if you haven't already and you do like the look of my channel, please consider subscribing. I will be back in a few days, so I'd love it if you enjoyed me. Until then, please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Love you loads. Bye.